It was a warm summer evening on July 4th, 2018. We were young, ambitious, and deeply in love. As fireworks lit up the night sky, a simple question hung in the air. Where do we see ourselves in 10 years? This wasn't just small talk. This was a defining moment. We both confessed a burning desire to be free. Free from the shackles of a 9-to-5, free to chase our dreams, free to build our own empire. The problem was, we were broke. We had student loans, car payments, and rent that seemed to eat up every paycheck. But that night, something shifted within us. We made a pact to fight for our dreams, no matter the cost. Little did we know, this was the beginning of an incredible journey. Our first venture was born out of necessity. We started a small online retail business, selling handmade crafts and vintage finds. The hours were long and the profits were small, but we learned invaluable lessons. We discovered the power of e-commerce, mastered the art of marketing, and honed our entrepreneurial skills. This first business was our financial and educational stepping stone. It taught us the importance of hard work, perseverance, and constantly seeking knowledge. We devoured books on business, attended seminars, and soaked up every bit of information we could find. We were determined to learn from our mistakes and build a better future. After 2 years of grinding, we had saved enough money to take our next big leap. We decided to invest everything into developing a mobile app, an idea that had been brewing in the back of our minds for years. This was a terrifying decision. We were leaving behind the relative security of our small business for the unknown. We poured every ounce of our energy into this project. We taught ourselves coding, design, and marketing. We sacrificed weekends, holidays, and even our social lives. There were times when we questioned everything. Doubts crept in, whispering that we were crazy, that we should just give up and go back to our old lives. But we refused to listen. We had come too far to turn back now. The next few years were a blur of coding, marketing, and countless cups of coffee. We faced countless challenges. There were technical difficulties, funding issues, and moments where we felt like giving up. We were living off our savings, and our apartment became our office. There were nights when we slept on the floor, surrounded by wires and takeout containers. But through it all, we never gave up. We knew that success wouldn't come easy. We had to fight for it. We learned to adapt, to pivot, and to never lose sight of our vision. Every obstacle we overcame, every setback we pushed through, only strengthened our resolve.
I always wanted it all, a loving partner, a thriving career, but deep down I yearned for something more. A partner who would not just share my life, but also my ambitions. Someone who understood the entrepreneurial fire in my belly. For years, it felt like a secret desire. I worried people wouldn't understand. Would they think I was asking too much? Was it crazy to want a love that intertwined so completely with my work? Then I met him. He didn't just tolerate my dreams, he embraced them. He saw my vision, believed in my potential, and most importantly, wanted to be a part of it all. The decision to launch a business together felt electric. We were a team, partners in every sense. Sure, there were doubts and fears. Could we handle the pressure? Would it strain our relationship? But the excitement outweighed the anxiety. We dove headfirst into building our dream, fueled by passion and a shared vision. Our strengths and weaknesses complemented each other perfectly. The lines blurred between work and life, but in the best way possible. Every late night, every brainstorming session, every victory felt like a shared adventure. Building a business with the person you love is not without its challenges. There were disagreements, moments of frustration, and times when we wanted to pull our hair out. But each obstacle made us stronger, both as individuals and as a couple. We learned to communicate more effectively, to compromise, and to support each other unconditionally. Through the ups and downs, our love deepened. The shared struggles and triumphs forged an unbreakable bond. We celebrated each other's successes and offered comfort during setbacks. Looking back, I'm filled with immense gratitude. Building a business with my partner has been the most rewarding experience of my life. It's not always easy, but the shared journey makes it all worthwhile. To anyone considering this path, I say this: find someone who shares your passion, who supports your dreams, and who isn't afraid to put in the work alongside you. Together, you can achieve anything. It's a wild, messy, beautiful ride. Buckle up and enjoy the journey. The first year of our business was the hardest year of our lives. It tested us in ways we never imagined. We faced doubt, fear, and uncertainty every single day. It was a constant uphill battle. We poured our hearts and souls into our dream. But success wasn't instant. We questioned our choices, our abilities, and ourselves. We wondered if we had what it took to make it. The weight of the world felt heavy on our shoulders. We worked long hours, sacrificing sleep and personal time. It often felt like we were living just to work instead of working to truly live. The stress was relentless. It affected everything. I felt anxious and overwhelmed. My self-esteem plummeted. I doubted my every decision. I was so focused on the business that I neglected myself. I stopped taking care of my physical and emotional needs. I felt lost and alone, even though Robert was right there with me. The pressure started to affect our relationship. We argued more often. Small disagreements turned into big fights. We were both exhausted and on edge all the time. But even in the darkest moments, we held on to each other. We talked openly about our struggles. We learned to communicate more effectively, even when it was hard. We realized that we were in this together. We supported each other through the tough times. We celebrated the small victories, and those moments gave us the strength to keep going. Slowly, things began to change. We started to find our rhythm. The business began to grow. We learned from our mistakes. We became more resilient, more adaptable, more determined. That year tested us, but it also made us stronger. We discovered a well of strength we never knew we had. We learned to trust ourselves and each other more deeply. We emerged from that year with a newfound confidence, not just in our business, but in ourselves. We had faced our fears and come out on the other side. Our love for each other had deepened, tested by fire, and now unbreakable. The challenges we faced brought us closer together. We learned to appreciate the small joys in life. Our marriage was stronger, filled with more love, respect, and joy than ever before. Hey guys, today I want to dive into something truly powerful: couples in network marketing. In this industry, I see many couples building their businesses together. And let me tell you, it's the perfect business for couples for several reasons. First, it's a business you can both begin part-time. You get to dictate the hours to fit your schedules. The industry is super supportive of families working together. And hey, many of the most successful people in network marketing are couples. Plus, the education that network marketing companies offer allows couples to learn and grow together. These are some strong pluses for any couple. Now, I'll be honest with you. Being in business with your spouse isn't always the easiest thing in the world. Robert and I have had our moments, but I'll say it's been the most rewarding for us. We've built several businesses together. Years ago, we thought about having our own separate businesses. But when we weighed our options, it was crystal clear. We wanted to build our businesses together, not apart. For me, what's important is that Robert and I share common values, goals, and ultimately a common mission. We're always learning together, and that means we're growing together. We even have a policy. If one of us attends an educational seminar or conference, then we both attend. What's fun for us is that we're always talking about our businesses, figuring out ways to make them better, meeting new people, and exploring new ideas. Working with your spouse may not be for everyone, and I get that. But for me, I wouldn't have it any other way. Best wishes, Kim Kiyosaki.